Those who enter the forbidden jungle seldom return. They say that once you step foot inside, you never leave the same. Most believe it's a place of ancient evil, a portal to another world. This expedition will uncover the truth. I want to tell you a story about the hidden jungle, a place where dreams devour your mind and nightmares become real, a place where even the stars fear to shine and the moon hides her face in shame. But listen closely, my friend, for I warn you now. This tale will test your sanity, shatter your perception, and leave your soul forever haunted. They say that in the deepest part of the jungle lies a forgotten city, a place where time itself stands still. The ruins are veiled in mist and guarded by spirits that lure the weary traveler off the path to his doom. Then the time came when curiosity overcame caution, and I ventured forth. With heart ablaze and purpose strong, I set out to right the wrongs and unveil the truth. As I delved deeper, shadows grew long and twisted, dancing around me like phantoms in the fading light, and the jungle held its breath, watching my every move. Yet still I pressed on, eager to behold the mysteries that lay before me. For in that untamed wilderness, I knew I would either conquer fear or perish in its embrace. The dense foliage swallowed the sunlight whole, plunging the path ahead into an eternal night. I pushed aside the tangled vines and whispered words of courage to soothe my troubled mind. Yet all around me, the jungle seemed to stir and awaken, sensing my intrusion into its ancient domain. As twilight deepened, the cacophony of the wild intensified, each rustle and screech echoing my own pounding heart. Fear threatened to consume me, yet I forged ahead, determined to reach the end of this enigmatic trail. There, amidst the towering trees, I stumbled upon a sight both wondrous and eerie. A sprawling mansion materialized before my gaze, its grandeur marred by the relentless grip of decay. Ivy crawled up its facade, intertwining with broken statues and faded paintings that hinted at a glorious past. Moonlight filtering through the canopy cast eerie shadows that danced and flickered like flames in a dying fire. As I cautiously approached, the mansion exuded an aura of forgotten elegance. Yet something lingered within its crumbling walls, a presence both alluring and sinister. I hesitated, torn between the desire to explore and the instinct to flee. Yet curiosity won, and I stepped across the threshold into the unknown. Within the mansion's embrace, I found remnants of a life long vanished. Portraits with vacant eyes stared back at me, their silent gazes heavy with untold stories. Cobwebs draped across decaying furniture, draping shrouds of dust and memories. Each room I explored revealed fragments of a shattered past, whispering tales of joy and sorrow that once echoed here. As I wandered deeper into the labyrinthine halls, a sense of unease began to stir within me. Floorboards creaked beneath my weight, their mournful groans echoing my own solitude. I strained to listen, believing I could hear the ghosts of laughter and footsteps that once filled these halls. Then in the grand ballroom, I discovered a faded photograph nestled in the folds of a velvet cushion. It depicted a joyous gathering of elegantly dressed men and women, their faces illuminated by candlelight and merriment. Yet their smiles seemed frozen, their eyes hollowed, hinting at a tragedy that had befallen. As I turned to leave, something glinted in the dim light, concealed beneath a tattered tapestry. I parted the threads to reveal a hidden passage, my heart pounding with anticipation. What secrets lay behind this concealed door? Descending into the dimly lit basement, I felt a chill crawl down my spine. The air grew heavy, laden with the scent of decay and the weight of untold horrors. In the flickering lamplight, I saw instruments of torture. Cages, shackles, and chains, their cold metal surfaces reflecting my own horrified visage. The basement was a testament to unspeakable acts, a grim reminder of the darkness that had once resided within these walls. The sheer brutality of the artifacts on display left me shaken, questioning the depths of human cruelty. Then suddenly, a glint of metal caught my eye. Amidst the grim instruments of torment, I noticed a small silver key lying on a dusty table. Hope surged through me, for perhaps this key held the power to unlock the secrets of this forsaken place. Driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge, I continued my exploration. As I ventured further, the walls closed in, the ceiling grew lower, and a palpable tension hung in the air. Suddenly, I heard chains dragging metal moans that echoed through the subterranean chambers. Terror gripped me, paralyzing my thoughts. Could I have been followed? Was I not alone in this labyrinth of despair? The floor beneath my feet gave way, plunging me into a subterranean chasm. Startled, I scrambled to regain my footing on the crumbling steps, but as I clambered upwards, my fingers brushed against a weathered stone tablet. Inscribed upon it was a chilling message, its words gouged deep into the stone. The inscription spoke of a curse, a punishment for those who dared to disturb the secrets buried within. Summoning every ounce of strength, I clambered onto the ledge, pulling myself away from the brink of this subterranean pit. My heart pounded against my ribs, threatening to burst from my chest. The inscription's ominous words echoed in my mind, amplifying my dread. With newfound determination, I raced towards the exit, desperate to escape the clutches of the cursed mansion. As I stumbled out of the basement and into the moonlit garden, the cool night air washed over me, offering a momentary respite from the terror that had gripped me within. But the reprieve was short-lived, for as I turned to flee, I saw the mansion looming behind me, its windows glowing with an eerie light. The trees surrounding the property writhed as if in torment, their branches clawing at the sky. A low growl reverberated through the air, and the growl grew louder, more menacing by the second. I fled, stumbling through the undergrowth, the growl echoing my pounding heart. Branches reached out, determined to hinder my escape. But I pushed on, driven by the primal urge to survive. Suddenly, the growl ceased, replaced by an unnerving silence that amplified my fear. I dared not turn back, but the silence stretched, becoming unbearable. Then, from the corner of my eye, I saw the mansion fade into view, its malevolent presence receding with every step I took. At last, as the first rays of dawn pierced through the canopy, I collapsed, exhausted and trembling, on the forest floor. The ordeal had taken its toll, leaving me drained and emotionally scarred. As I rose, brushing dirt from my clothes, I knew I could never return to the world I had known before this harrowing experience. The tranquility of nature was now tainted by the echoes of my fears. The expedition had unveiled the truth, but the cost was immense, a profound shift in my perception of reality. I returned home forever changed, haunted by the echoes of madness that lingered within my soul. My quest had uncovered secrets best left hidden, and the fragile veil separating sanity and madness had been torn asunder. As I shared my tale, few believed my harrowing narrative, dismissing it as the ravings of a tormented mind. Yet I knew what I had experienced, the descent into the heart of darkness, that had forever altered my destiny. Trapped in a world that disregards my truth, I wander still, seeking solace from the echoes of the jungle that forever haunt my waking hours and my dreams. So heed my warning, dear listener, for the jungle's embrace is not one to be taken lightly. Once you venture into its depths, you may never truly return. The allure of the unknown can be captivating, but the price of discovery may be more than you are willing to pay. If you seek the hidden jungle, tread carefully, for it is a place where sanity is put to the ultimate test, and the boundaries of human perception are shattered forever. As the final echoes of the jungle fade into silence, I am left standing at the precipice of my sanity. The line between reality and madness has blurred, leaving me teetering on the edge. How much of what I experienced was real and how much a figment of my deranged mind? The truth remains elusive, hidden within the labyrinthine depths of the forbidden jungle.